Okay, good morning. Good morning. How is everybody doing? It's funny. I went in my stories this morning and I was like, because, we try stories is really real life. And here's the other thing. We are not, so it's funny. I'm a little low key today. We're not always up here. I had the worst night's sleep ever last night. Like I always sleep good, but my shoulder is killing me and I literally didn't sleep. And I thought, and and I said in my stories, I'm like, nothing annoys me more than when my body doesn't work for me. I'm like, it just pisses me off. I'm just gonna say it. But anyway, but the point really of telling you this is that there are days that maybe you think, oh, like you don't want to show up. And it's not that I don't want to show up. It's that I'm like down a couple notches. But here's the thing, I was looking forward to Power 30 because I knew that I was going to be surrounded by you guys, right? Because that's encouraging no matter what kind of day you're having. Here's the other thing I think about for all of you who have jobs or when we had them. Did you ever like call and say, I just didn't have a good night's sleep. I can't possibly work today. And I thought about that. I'm like, yeah, no. And and then the flip side of that is that what I love about this work, right? And what we get to do is I've had a house full of people all week. I've got my step kids in here. I've got step grand. I got a house full and I still am working my business. I still added another VIP customer yesterday or the day before or whatever. And you know why that happened? Because I was following up with them. Here's the thing. I know we get impatient. I was thinking about this. We get impatient. We think, you know what? I'm just, I messaged this person 3 times and they haven't gotten back to me. You know what I mean? Like, because, sometimes it just takes a while. Like Alita even said, 18 months or something ridiculous like that. Jen Leeth like courted her. It's like a dating relationship, right? So you can't get tired of it. Um, and so, my one friend, I've been talking with her and so, I just been presenting gut health. She buys eggs from me. She does water aerobics with me. And I'm like, this is you have to have just like I don't know, it's not really your elevator speech. I have two like one-liners that I throw out there. I'm like, have you ever considered gut health? Like, do you know anything about gut health? Like, I know you've been struggling with your health. It sounds whatever, right? And she's like, well, I'm waiting for the doctors. I've got more tests, like all those things, right? The usual answers back, right? And then her husband came and got more eggs and she dropped off some blueberries. They're fresh blueberries. I got them and they were amazing. So I messaged her back, but her husband is like, yeah, she's still not feeling well. All this stuff. It's been months and months and months, probably longer than that. And I messaged her. I said, well, one, I want to tell you, thank you so much for the blueberries. I'm obsessed with blueberries. They're so good. Like, how long have you had your blueberry bushes? Like, we've got elderberries, a little conversation there. This is a voice message in text because she doesn't do Messenger. Okay. So you shift to where your people are. And then I said, and here's the other thing, Terry. I'm like, I do not understand. Like, what is it that is holding you back from trying these gut health supplements? Nothing that you've been doing is working. What do you have to lose? Like, I was really firm with her. And she picked up the phone and called me. I was like, all of a sudden the phone's ringing, and I'm like, did I press a button? Have you guys ever done this? I'm like, was I just texting with her and did I press a button? Am I calling her or is she calling me? Okay. So I'm like, oh my gosh. And I realized she was calling me. So I picked it up. I'm like, hey, Terry. So we talked about the blueberries, elderberries, whatever. And she goes, and now about the second part. Um, yeah, yeah, you know what? She goes, tell me some more about it. I told her more about it. I did a little education on gut health. And I'm like, listen, you have a 60-day money back guarantee. What do you have to lose? Like, I think that you will feel, I mean, I know that you will feel better. So anyway, she did order. I sent her a cart, but again, she's not on social media. I sent it to her by email. Because she's like, I'm not very good technology wise or whatever. Guess what? Okay. She did the entire cart by herself without any help from me. And this is someone who says that they can't do technology. Okay. So anyway, I'm just telling a story, but okay. So, here is the other thing I was thinking about today. We are going to message. I know I said that last week, but we are seriously going to do it this week because I need to do that. And there's nothing wrong with working during this time. We have set it aside to do that. And I was thinking about, I'm just going to go through, I had shared this in an accountability chat that we have. And it's just little blurbs, but I kind of want to throw it out there and then I'll put it into the energy bus. So have you ever had someone, so we at my other one-liner for the business is, have you ever considered an extra stream of income? So that's my one-liner for business. Like if I just see something, I'm like, hey, have you ever considered an extra stream of income? And a lot of times it catches people off guard and they want to know more because that is not a question that most people have in their conversations. But you know what? We need to have that in our conversations. We need to be talking about getting people healthy. We need to talk about an extra stream of income and why it's so amazing. So here's the question. Then it's like, has anyone ever asked you, well, tell me more about that. How do you guys earn income? And you go, I don't know. How am I going to tell you? You know what I mean? And just like when people ask you, what is plexus? Like you have to have an answer for that too, right? So all the basic things. And I love Marianne Anderson. She was part of different groups that I've been part of with Keith Callahan and Mastermind and things like that. And so she has a video. If you guys don't have that, I can share it in the Energy Bus chat too. But she has a video that just, I think it's 8 minutes long that just talks about the compensation plan. And here's the thing, she does it so well. She even it sends that because again, third party tools are so important. She goes, even though I did that video, when somebody asks, that's the video that I send them. She literally does that because she wants everybody else to send that video too, right? It's just showing people what you can do. But she kind of went through and did, talked about a couple things, but did like a Fab Five for just talking about the business or things to point out, right? There's a lot of things. There are so many things that are amazing about our compensation plan, but if you kind of want to just throw some out there and give somebody an idea, I thought that this was good. So a couple things about our business, our opportunity, our compensation plan is that we have a consumable product, right? That's huge because that keeps people coming back. It's something where they're consuming it, they feel good, and then they order again, okay? So that's different than a lot of things, whether it's makeup or books or candles or whatever. Amazing products, right? But they're not like 30 days consumable. Okay. So that's one thing that's amazing. Another, so consumable product, they order every 30 days. And the other thing about and it seems redundant, but the other thing about our compensation plan is that our products are high quality, okay? Consumable, you order them every 30 days and they're high quality and they work, okay? If taken consistently, correct? And the other thing is the products, not only do they work, but they're transformational in people's lives. So all of that is what we have to offer people for our compensation plan, right? That's kind of what it starts with. And here's the other thing is we have to leverage the fact of that and that everybody knows three people and everybody needs accountability, right? And everybody knows at least one person. And I forget who a convention, someone can draw, I mean, not that it's important, but someone talked about, like people say, I don't know anyone, right? Or I'm not sure who to message or whatever it is. But this person talked about going into your texts or your phone calls. Pick the 3 people that are there. Those are the people that you're talking to. That is who you want to reach out to. It's probably your sister, your best friend, whoever it is, right? You've been messaging with them. Those are the people you want to go to. You can go to Messenger too, or like phone calls. Who have you talked to on the phone? So everybody knows 3 people, and it's so true. You are 85% more likely to be successful if you have someone do it with you and you're accountable. You guys ought to be throwing that statistic out in every single conversation, okay? Because it's important. And the other thing about our, I haven't even gotten to the Fab Five, but this is just, you know, the kind of build up to it, right? So we can build our teams infinitely wide, right? And 7 levels deep, right? We don't have to balance legs. The only thing we have to do is have outside leg points. And if you know anything about any other model, that really is not balancing. All that's doing is saying you're working your business, which is why we have outside leg points requirements. It's like you can't just have one person under you build. You have to be working your business as well, but it's so reasonable. But think about it, just infinite. The possibilities are endless. And then, okay, so really the 5 core ways to make money with Plexus are our points. So when people order every month, we get points, and we call that profit sharing, right? And we get paid. There's a pay point each month, and I tell people it's usually around $2.80 to $3 per point. And again, every month, okay? So we get paid by points. We also get paid business building bonuses, and that is, okay, so points are monthly, sorry. Okay, business building, we get paid business building bonuses. When we bring people on, we get 20% of their, you know, product value. That's what I say. I know it's personal value, but I'll tell people initially it's product value because it makes more sense to them. And so you get 20% bonus. So right off the bat from their first order. That's incredible. And I love that we changed it to that rather than $20 or $25 because we are getting compensated for helping people to get the best value first order. And we have also found that if you have triplex plus something or like an advanced package, people have way more success. So I tell people go big that first month because it's worth it. You will have results. And that's the other thing. People want results. I just got a message. This person took their first night. So it's a level 2. She took her first, she did reset and did her first night of her ProBio 5 and her Bio Cleanse. And she wrote back and she said, I just wanted to let you know that I didn't feel anything different. I was like, okay, we've got some edge. I'm like, okay, let's start over. I said, let's set the expectation that this is a 30, 60, 90-day plan. And the first night you take your capsules, you are not going to notice something different. So at least she's chatting with us. Okay, the other thing is, the third thing in the 5 core ways to earn money is we have achievement rank up bonuses. And we lumped in fast start bonuses because that's a big deal because one of the questions that Eric Worre asked was, are you helping people to be successful immediately? That's a big deal in this business because it gets people motivated. It gets them excited. What doesn't motivate you more than money? I mean, yes, community does and amazing products, but money is an amazing motivator for people. It gets them excited and they want to keep going. So achievement, rank up bonuses and fast start bonuses are the third core way that we can earn money. And Marianne even talked about it, that you can actually earn $4,200 in 5 months. So she added up all those bonuses. And again, it varies whether they're level 1s, 2s, 3s, all those things. But you can, for the achievement, you can earn $4,200 in achievement bonuses and fast start bonuses in the first 5 months if you wanted to really push and hit those ranks. I mean, that's amazing. That is life changing money for some people. We talk about $300 and $500. I mean, $500 is life changing to most people. Okay, and then the fourth is that we talk about you can earn a Plexus Lexus or a lifestyle bonus if you do not go out and purchase or lease a Lexus. And it's 70%. The lifestyle bonus right now, I actually hope that they change it one day, but is 70% of what the Plexus Lexus stipend is, and it's different for the emeralds, the sapphires, and the diamonds. And then the fifth core way that we earn money is that once you hit Jewel, that there are Jewel pool bonuses, and it's part of the commissionable income for the month, and it's 3% at Emerald, 1% more at Sapphire, and 1% more at Diamond. And that's another several $1,000s, just in case you're wondering. I should have looked before I hopped on, but I'm thinking it's close to $3,000 right now, I think. So, I mean, who doesn't want an extra $3,000, then an extra $840 in Plexus Lexus money, lifestyle bonus, and then of course Jewel momentum bonuses and all of that. Okay, so those are the 5 core that you can talk about, and you know, everyone can decide, well, what do you want to do with those 5 core things? But I just wanted to throw that out there because I know I wasn't on the Power 30 when Alita had asked about what do you guys want to hear more about, and nearly all of you talked about financial information. But I thought, okay, let's start with that, knowing that. And then that's something that we can start weaving in and doing some trainings on. Because the other thing that I am just going to throw out there is you have to reinvest in your business. Even from your very first paycheck, you should at least be putting 10% back into your business. I actually highly suggest 20%. So even if you made $100, or even if you, had business building bonuses and you earned $60, well, you need to take $12 and put it, I mean, whether that's some sort of samples or whatever it is, you need to reinvest back in your business because it will come back to you exponentially. Okay, so we're going to message here for the last 10 minutes. I am messaging about the skincare, the skin health, like that is trying to change the terminology. It takes a while, but I really like that we talk about it as skin health and gut health, because that's really what it is. And if anyone is using the products, like even yesterday, someone said to me, "Oh, you look like you're glowing." I was like, yes. And so I love that. And that is what started happening after I had used Joyome serums for a while and I added collagen in. And I have been using, that was 2018 to 2020. And I mean, I had been taking the products for years and people kept saying that. And that's when I finally did my before and afters. And it's just amazing how it really just amazing how it works. Okay, so let's do some messaging. If anyone has questions, you can put it. We've put some different messages and different chats. They're all over the place. So let's get inviting people to our quarterly challenge that Brittany Rout puts together. So we're going to have skincare, a little gut health. I mean, it's going to be amazing. And I can't wait to see everybody who's in there and just all the before and afters with the skin health. And here's the other thing, just remind people after they're in the group that before pictures are not pretty. I just thought that was a really great point, that someone, like, they're not for the faint of heart, but guess what? When you have the after, because I swore I was never going to use my before picture for Joyum. Like, literally, I took them and I thought, I can't even believe that's what my face looks like. You know, I mean, seriously, I was like, oh my gosh, I had no idea I had like those aging spots, and I actually had a little bit of like, you know, under eye circles. I thought I just never knew that. And it was terrible. But and then you get the afters, it's like, oh dang, that's good. So just warn people about that. If they can still be in the group no matter what, but if you want to earn $100 prizes, because I think we're gonna have $500 prizes, and you have to submit your before and after photos. So I'm just going to mute, leave some voice messages, and yeah, let's go for the next few minutes. Okay, so somebody asked, do they have to order the skincare? Somebody, it was Janie. Is she still on here? No, oh, maybe she is. So here's the deal. We want people to order the skincare before we add them to the group. I mean, that is the point of the group. I know we want everyone to be part of everything, but here's the caveat to that. You have to have 100 PV skincare, do your before and afters in order to win prizes. Now, as leaders, just say for some reason you didn't order the healthcare, oh my gosh, the skin health. And you know, as a leader, can you be in the group? Yes. Are you gonna, I mean, so you're gonna want to be in there as a leader, okay? But if someone is in there and maybe they're just curious about the skin health, I'm just gonna say, yes, they can be in the group because we wanna expose them to it, but they're just not gonna win a prize, okay? But the goal is to get people to order in order to get into the group, right? But if you've got someone, "Man, I don't know, I'm thinking about I'd really like to see results," you could add them to the group, and then we're gonna have a lot of before and afters, okay? So does that make sense? Okay, so I'm just gonna throw this out here to you guys. If you have an answer, throw it in. Even throw it in the Energy Bus chat. Do you guys have right now so far a go-to third-party video about the skincare? Oh my gosh, you guys, can you tell I'm tired? About the skin health that you are sending to people who want information. I've done a lot of other like individual videos. There's the I if we haven't posted them in the Wellness Co, I will. I think they're on the Academy. But I know that there are individual ones, but I didn't know if you guys had a go-to yet. And I'm curious because I sent out a project broadcast. So this is the other get into action and figure out what you want to do. It doesn't change at Diamond. Sometimes I'm ahead of the game, but this is a busy week. I have family in from out of town. I have a housewife. I've been feeding 14 people every night. Okay. So, but I'm still working my business, but I'm like, okay, let's send a project broadcast. We'll figure out what we're going to send them after. So it's getting into action and then figuring it out. Um, yeah, and I'll put the challenge group in link in Energy Bus as well. So anyway, if you guys come up with something, put it in the Energy Bus chat. That's just something else I'm going to be looking for when I'm done here. You guys, and sometimes people get back right away. Like I just left a voice message for somebody who I thought was going to love the healthcare. I shared a little bit about convention already. She's already back, loving my message. So sometimes, it just happens that way. Okay, something else too. Sorry, I just keep talking. Um, that I thought about is as I was looking at stuff, like, and this is me being a student of the products that we sell, okay? When we release something new, be a student, learn it, print the stuff out. I mean, you don't have to print it out, but read it, learn what the things do, figure out, because we always said when people are new, and this is something to think about too, Dee Dee, is that when somebody new comes on and they're building a business, get them to pick a product a week and learn 3 things that they can always say about it. Like, you don't have to know everything about a product, but like 3 things. And so again, making a decision, getting into action and figuring it out later. So in a accountability group that we have, we're doing in stories, like I picked that I'm going to talk about the skin health products. Well, I don't know about them. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. So I'm like reading all, like, I tell them, like, hey, I'm learning these too, but I want you guys to know, like, in my stories, like, these are the things that make it amazing. So become a student of these products and learn it and figure out what you can tell people about them. Okay, well, it's 10, so I'm gonna get off of this, but I'm gonna keep working. You guys keep working, and let's crush the year end. Someone asked of the year end. All right, that's it. You know what, you guys? I I am done. Okay, I gave it my best shot. Let's just keep working for month end, okay? You know what the best advice is? Someone asked me, I'm like, keep working, keep freaking working. Like, anything can happen in the next couple days, you guys. You just never know. I know, I do. I'm drinking my Slim and Active right now, and I will have one later. Thank you. All right, you guys, love you.